Hi, my name is Alex with Akai Professional, and in this video we're going to walk through the Akai Advanced Controller and VIP software. The Akai Advanced features 8 endless control knobs, switches, and MPC pads, with 4 banks, for a total of 32 controls. With a semi-weighted keybed and aftertouch, it gives you a really nice feel. And at the heart of this, you have a high-resolution color screen that gives you access to all your plugins, patches, and visual feedback of your plugin parameters. You also have a dedicated pitch and modulation wheel, and it's USB powered, so it makes it very easy and portable to take with you. We also threw in some extra features such as a built-in arpeggiator, tap tempo, note repeat, and full level velocity on the pads. The Akai Advanced features presets for your favorite DAWs, such as Logic, Cubase, Bitwig Studio, Ableton Live, and more. And on the left side of the screen, you can navigate through the browser, which shows up all your favorite plugins and all your patches, as well as Control to be able to control your plugin parameters, and Multi-Mode, which we'll get into in a minute. To the right side of the screen, you have the navigation control. So if I go to Browser, I can easily select any plugins that I have on the computer. And I can also bank over different columns using the arrows down at the bottom. So let's take an example here. Let's go ahead and choose FM8. And then to the right, I have all the FM8 presets. Let's go ahead and select the first one. Now when I jump into my control, I see that I have 4 banks. Right now we're in bank B, we'll jump to bank A, and we'll play that patch again, controlling some of the parameters. So as you can see, everything's already mapped out for you. Let's jump back to the browser, and let's deselect FM8. So let's say you're in a situation where you're looking for a specific sound, but you don't know what plugin it lives in. So you can easily use the columns here, and jump over to Instruments, and let's say we wanted to load up a piano patch. So we'll choose Piano, we'll choose the first one, and this is taken from Alicia's Keys Piano. Great, so we have this piano patch, and let's say that we wanted to layer this with some pads. So we can take advantage of the multi-mode on the VIP software. And multi-mode allows you to stack up to 8 different plugin slots, so patches or from different plugin manufacturers. Let's go back to browser and use the arrows, and we'll choose S1 Dry. We'll click on it, it turns red, and let's switch this to slot number 2, which is currently empty. So now we'll deselect piano, we'll jump down to pad, and let's go ahead and load up this FM8 pad on top of the piano. That sounds great. One more thing, let's add some strings. So we'll go again to slot number 3, which is empty. We'll deselect pads, and we'll choose strings. Now we'll load up this strings patch from Expand. So if I jump into our multi, you'll see that I have 3 slots filled in with 3 different plugins and 3 different patches. And on the multi-mode, the pads become mutes, the switches become solo, and the control knobs become our volume. So I can mix and match the sounds as much as I want to. You can even dig further and transpose any one of these sounds. So let's say we want to go to our pad, we'll select that, and let's move that up an octave. There we go. Now let's play this back. So as you can see with the advanced controller, you can easily navigate through all your plugins and presets, as well as stack them using the multi-mode. One of the key advantages of the Akai Advanced Controller is the ability to custom map your favorite plugin parameters to the controls. Let's take this default patch from Hybrid, for example. I've pre-mapped the controller to some of my favorite parameters, such as the ADSR, the cutoff, and some of the effects. So if I go to Bank B, you'll see that these 4 knobs are pre-mapped to attack, decay, sustain, and release. So I can open up the attack, and also open up the release. I also have access to the cutoff and resonance. And if I jump over to bank A, I can bring in other oscillators to the sound and start sound designing. Now let's say that we wanted to create the sound and make it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to jump back to my envelope and bring down the attack, sustain, the release, and also the cutoff to make it a little darker. So very easily I'm able to sound design using the controller without having to worry so much about my plugin parameters or my mouse clicks. However, if I wanted to change any one of these mappings, I can easily do that with the software. For that, I'm going to jump into VIP, and I'll click on the Learn button. This is going to bring up the plugin on the screen. And now, the first knob that I touch on my controller, I can reassign it to something else. So for example, we'll take this knob number 8, and we'll move it. And let's go ahead and switch the mapping here to bring up the noise level. So all I'm going to do is click and drag on the noise button on the software, and now it's automatically reassigned. Okay, once you're done, you just click Learn again. And now every time that you bring up that plugin, those parameters are going to be saved, which is great because for muscle memory, you always know where the ADSR is, you always know where the cutoff is, and anytime you want to switch a patch or take presets and customize them, you have instant controls right there. So as you can see, with the Akai Advanced and VIP, you can easily create your own custom mappings for your favorite instruments.